better get your sports straight. You better get your sports straight. Look it up. Google it, fool. Google it.
Welcome back to a new video. We are out here today.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Yo, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Today, what are we doing? Whatever I want to do, because that's what we do out here. I am repairing a shirt that I made not too long ago. Right now, this is what we're doing. I'm waiting for my heat press to heat up, and it was one of those ones. If you're not subscribed, you should be subscribed, because we made this shirt a couple weeks ago, and it was just a test to see if these heavyweight shirts stood up in the wash dry. In the dryer. I just put it in the dryer anyway, just to see if it shrinks up a little bit, and it shrunk up just a tad bit, but that's okay, because when I first bought them, they looked a little bit like a tall tee. Even though that it wasn't a tall tee, it kind of looked like a tall tee. We're at 182 degrees, and we gotta get up to 325. I might shove it up to 350 just because this is my shirt and it was just a test. So maybe if I get up, see where it goes, and if I can get up to 350 and get it tacked down better, because this is heat transfer vinyl and it shouldn't have done that, but I think it's just because the way that I pressed it, and it's a test shirt. So let's do this and see what the day brings us. Here's one thing I gotta do that I'm about to do right now is grab my jacket out of my grandpa's, whatever you want. I haven't walked over here in a minute, out of whatever it's called, his truck. The last time I used it, took the dump, and I was wearing the jacket and I got hot and I took it off. But we're gonna cross over the threshold over here. Let's grab the jacket, my man, because it should be in the back over her. Got it. Got it. Yo, you have two beds. You have a house right here, and you have your extra bed right here. But why do you just want to lay on my bed at all times? Don't worry about it not being made. We're real people. We got it up at 315 for 25 seconds. I'm gonna do this and see what it feels like, and then if I don't like the way how the transfer feels, I'm gonna do it at like a 350. Because I remember back in the day with my old press, I had it set at 350 all the time. But it was in not Fahrenheit, it was in the Celsius, so I forget what it was, but the regulation, all the numbers and everything, it turned out to be 350. And 350, about 15 to 20 seconds, 25 seconds at the most, worked for everything that I did. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm also gonna put the butcher paper on top of this. Just because butcher paper, it'd be easier with the butcher paper. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm gonna do. Not maybe today, I don't know. I got other things I want to do today. Yeah, I'm gonna set this up at 330, 350. Because this temperature, see, that looks better already. Yeah. And if you didn't know, I have this bolted down to my table so I could have the pressure high on this. Pressure, not high, but pressure hard. Oh, yeah, see right there? Exactly what I want it to do. It stays where I want it. It stays, what I said before, 330, 340, 343, 342. It's a happy in between. Boom. Give me 3 presses. We're in there. That's not gonna fall off at all. I think see, look at that, and it just looks better. Yeah, so 350 at 25 seconds is the best Best temperature for me, for my machine. Even though this ain't a Monday Madness, you better get with it or get lost. They're having no transitions, no like things that are normally. This is a straight to the point video. We're out here in the Stewie, and don't worry about the mess out here because I haven't been out here in like a week, just because I just been doing other things. But we got the big TV out here right now that I use as a monitor, and I'm thinking I gotta get a measuring tape and measure, but take everything off of here. You see this right here? Move it somewhere and then move the shelf down so I could put the TV on this shelf somewhere. But I gotta measure, make sure everything is correct and going, because I've noticed, not sitting close but looking up, I don't mind looking up, but looking up sometimes when I'm out here editing or doing other things, what we're about to be doing right now, looking up at it makes me, I don't want to call it a headache, but my eyes, I don't know where they're at. They're probably not out here because I do that thing. I take them. I have blue light glasses that I wear, and I'm using this stupid Gorilla tripod. It never stays. I need a new one. It never stays. So we're sorry for trying to put you in the right position. Sitting back, making beats, MP, boom. I'm thinking about instead of buying all these things that I was thinking about buying, new MPC, new all this, new this, I'm just thinking about they make thick pads, so I don't have to keep on hitting the pad. You know, you gotta hit this pad hard to sometimes make it work. But if I get big thick pads like they have on the, you can buy the thicker ones and make it ill. And I had an MPK49 keyboard, and that was a little mini keyboard, just because sometimes I like to chop up, I used to like to chop up samples and sometimes play them in the keyboard instead of on the MP. I don't mind doing it, but over here. And then sometimes in the background, ambient noises in my beats, I like to put a piano or some type of weird noise in the background and chop it up and play it on the pads. Same thing, if I chopped it up, played on the keys, it just will give it a different feeling and a different sound and all of the above. So instead of buying all this new equipment, just get a new keyboard. I have some old, because all this stuff, this thing, all my speakers, my sound, everything in here that I use to make all my beats, the stereo equipment and the receivers, all from the Goodwill. Little secret there. You don't really need to spend that much money. Yeah, you can get good high quality, you know, speaker monitors, but see how far I have to sit back. I got all of this hooked up the way that I want it to. I don't know, I like my desk, everything. I like my desk, everything out here. I was debating on when I do take it down, painting here. I got some things. I want to be out here making more beats and more stuff that I used to do, so I want to get back into it. I'm not trying to, I've been sitting around doing things but haven't been doing the things that I've been wanting to do, and this is one of the things. I used to come out here and make beats all the time. I used to be able to make beats and hard banger, you know, take 10-15 minutes to load everything up and get everything ready, and boom, you got a hit. It'd take 15 minutes to make a hit out here before, you know, and now I've just been slacking. We got it on point. Listen. Most of the time I play the sample, bop, 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 and then play drums over it. This time I'm gonna find the drums. So we're gonna go find I already have some drums in mind. And the whole thing is, the one thing that I do that I haven't done, well, I like listening to hip hop music. Okay, I love it. But lately I've been listening to a lot of heavy metal for some reason. And I don't know what it is, straying away from listening to hip hop all the time and listening to another genre of music and coming back and making beats. I don't know what it is, it just makes it feel better. if that makes sense. It just feels better making beats because I'm not constantly listening to hip hop. If you know, there's some artists that I listen to a lot. I like listening to West Side Gun, you know, Benny the Butcher, who else? Conway the Machine. There's a lot of them that I listen to a lot. When I say Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, West Side Gun, there's a couple other that off the top I just can't think of. I can see their faces. That's how I could tell you. That's how I am. I could tell you about a movie, the whole script of the movie, but I couldn't tell you the movie title. Couldn't tell you. And you know that one time in this scene when this and this happened, but I don't know the movie name. Do you know the movie name? I could tell you the scene for scene what it is, but couldn't tell you the movie. Who else do I like listening to? I don't know. I have to look at my phone. But we got this. I have some drums. I'm just gonna put it all in a pot and make a stew. I'm gonna use that one. That's the one that's the one I want to use. I found some new drums. I chopped them up and I put them in there. This sounds better. Those other ones weren't lining up correct the way that I want them to. Even though that I was, they were dialed in, but they just didn't fit this. That's hard. That's a hard one. I'm still not done. Gotta add some more spices and make it real nice. This is day 2. I don't know why I come out. Actually, you know, really, day 2. Yeah, but it's not really whatever day it is. I try to come out here and try to make beats fast sometimes, and it doesn't really work out that way because I try to get it done before Braden gets here. I gotta get better at that and find the samples that I don't have to really manipulate and, you know, warp and torque and do all that stuff. But we got 5. How many sequences do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sequences from yesterday because I came out here this morning and started doing some things. But this actually, it's kind of cool. It's a weird. I had to reverse the sample, do some, you know, flipping. So here's, I did sequence 2. What did I do? I did something different on sequence 2. You hear that? Listen. I hit the wrong button. I hit mute instead of solo. Yeah, that's hard. I'm about to do that. Actually, real. Watch. This is sick. Now listen to it. That's hard. Putting this together, tracking this out, is actually coming together. I feel you could rap over it. You know, because that's the point of me making these things, filming them and doing them like how I'm doing them, because I want to just make beats the way that I used to, just straight rap over. I'm not trying to say some of the stuff that I listened to that I talked about yesterday, I do hear it on the radio, but that's on Sirius XM radio, so that's satellite radio. So I'm not trying to have my sound if it was on the radio. Maybe satellite radio, but not really radio type of beats, just straight Grimerson type of beats, and it's getting there. So we got sequence 2, we just figured that out, sequence 3, I did something different. I just took the whole sample and I put it in one pad, and I put one of the sample playing. It sounds weird because it's banging. It's not banging, but it's waving off of both speakers. So if you hear it, you hear it, and if you don't, you don't. But I was gonna float it back to 1, but we also have this sequence. It's the same sequence, but I believe it's 4. I just have to track. Oh, hang on. I have to track this out. I forgot. 5. I changed to 8 bars because then I added. Didn't add, but I deleted some stuff out of the 8-bar one. You hear how I dropped the drums on that? So I'm gonna let this marinate for a little bit, track it out on the track, and we're out here every day, Monday through Friday. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, I double dog dare you.